Nobody cares about your excuses. Let that sink in for a second. Nobody cares why you didn't show up. Nobody cares why you failed. Nobody cares why you didn't make the cut, why you're not where you want to be, or why you're still stuck. You think people are sitting around sympathizing with your story, giving you a pass because you had it rough? They're not. Because the world doesn't run on excuses. It runs on results. You've convinced yourself that your excuses matter, that they justify why you're not putting in the work, why you're not pushing yourself harder. But let me tell you something. Excuses are just lies you tell yourself to feel better about not doing the hard things. Let's break it down. Why do we make excuses? It's not because of the situation. It's because of you. Excuses are your mind's way of protecting you from discomfort, from pain, from failure. It's your brain saying, stay safe. Don't take risks. Don't push too hard. And guess what? That little voice that's trying to protect you, it's the same one keeping you average. You want to know why you're not where you want to be? It's because you've built a damn fortress out of excuses. You've used them to shield yourself from responsibility, from accountability, from the truth. And every time you lean on one, you're making yourself weaker. You're reinforcing the lie that it's okay to stay stuck. Here's a hard truth. Your excuses don't just limit your potential, they destroy it. Every time you say, I don't have time, you're really saying, it's not a priority. Every time you say, I'm too tired, you're really saying, I don't care enough. Every time you say, I can't, you're really saying, I won't try. Excuses are a language of weakness, and every time you speak them, you give them power. Do you think the people at the top of their game had fewer obstacles than you? That they didn't have setbacks, failures, tragedies? Hell no. They had every reason to quit, every reason to make excuses. But they didn't. They didn't because they understood one thing. Excuses don't build results. Let's talk about how to overcome it, because recognizing your excuses isn't enough. You've got to do the work to rip them out of your life. And step one is this: stop lying to yourself. Be brutally honest. Call yourself out. Write down your excuses and look at them for what they are: justifications for inaction. And then ask yourself, is this really true? 9 times out of 10, it's not. I don't have time? Bullshit. You have time for Netflix, for scrolling on your phone, for things that don't move the needle. I'm too tired? That's because you're not taking care of your body, your mind, your discipline. Every excuse has a solution, but you'll never find it if you keep hiding behind the lie. The next step, take ownership. Your life is your responsibility, not your parents', not your bosses', not your friends', not the system's, yours. Everything you do, everything you don't do, every success, every failure, it's all on you. When you take ownership, excuses lose their power. You stop blaming external factors and you start asking, what can I do to change this? Ownership is the first step toward freedom. But most people are too scared to take it because it means facing the truth about themselves. Don't be most people. And here's the most important step: take action. Excuses crumble in the face of action. You don't wait to feel ready. You don't wait for the perfect moment. You don't sit around analyzing and overthinking. You move. You do the work, no matter how small the step. Because once you start, momentum builds. Progress kills excuses. When you're too busy grinding, you don't have time to sit around and justify why you can't. Let me tell you what happens when you stop making excuses. Everything changes. Your mindset shifts. You stop looking for reasons to quit, and you start looking for ways to win. Your confidence grows, because every time you take ownership, every time you push past the bullshit, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. And most importantly, you get results. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Nobody's going to ask you how hard it was. Nobody's going to care how many times you had to fail or struggle or get knocked down. All they'll see is what you accomplished, what you built, what you overcame. Excuses are easy, results are hard, but only one of those will lead to a life worth living. So which one are you choosing? Stop running. Stop justifying. Stop hiding behind the lies you tell yourself to feel comfortable. Own your life. Do the work. And watch how unstoppable you become. No excuses, just results. Let's go.